Okay, so we'll continue from this one application attributes. And identity mappings. We'll talk about that. So, as I mentioned, these are the 4 steps. Whenever you are going to create any identity extended attribute, the same way we are going to do it for application extended attributes. What you are going to do? Just 3 steps. You have to follow the first one. Update those extended attribute in the Hibernate file. The first one. Second one, you are going to alter the table, which means you will use the commands called IQ extended schema. Using that, you are going to make some changes in the database. Once you have executed the DDL file, database script file. Okay, the third, you have to add the same attribute from global settings instead of identity mappings. Here it will be something like application mapping, our application attribute. You can say OK. So let me open File Explorer. Okay, let me add one. So before that, can we have some attribute name, so that I can create here any attribute name quickly? GUI number. Oh yeah, you said right last class also. Yeah, job type. Job type. Okay, cool city name and application. It's okay. Owner name application owner. Already we have application owner. I'll make a dimension of our custodian. Yeah, okay. So we have these 4 attributes. Let me create these 4 attribute first. So just go to just copy-paste the existing one, and you can make some changes on that. Some GUI number you're going to update. Update the same GUI number out space if possible. Just try to be in. Try to create in lowercase only. Okay, so always I'll prefer to create in lowercase. GUI number. I have updated the type. Always it's going to be string for all type of extended attribute in all type of cabinet. For the length, always it's going to 450 character. Why we are going to create index? Because we are going to use this attribute very often, so it should be searchable in that scenario. I'm going to create this index so that it will make those attributes such a little fast, okay? So let me add one more. Okay, so job type. Let me mention city name. The fourth one is after story again. Okay. So we have updated for attributes over here right after story. We have updated for extended attribute in the Hibernate file. So let's go ahead and see. I have saved this Hibernate file. If you want, you can check the timestamp 8, and we have. So this is the database identity IQ, which we created. Inside that we have a table called SPT_application. So all application related columns indexes will be here, or expand that one. So here we have these many columns. but we don't have any specific like whatever we are going to create like app, custodian city name GUI number. It's nothing, is there? After target source, nothing is there. The same way in index as well. Okay. After this, is pt underscore something? It's nothing is there. So let's create column and indexes so that we can store the value. That is the purpose of updating in the database. Now I'll open the command prompt from there. I'll execute some commands so that it will update the database file. Okay, go to web. Enough. Go to database folder. Here we have a database. That's extension. So that file will be an identity extended attribute, the same we are going to do. Go to bin folder from here. Open the command prompt. Okay, from here I'm going to use the command called IQ extended schema. Yes, has to be in the uppercase. If it is a lowercase, it won't execute. It will throw the error saying class not found. Okay, so it has generated some database script for MySQL. Okay, are you able to see this command prompt right? Command prompt screen. Yeah, okay, now you can go to database folder and you can check. Some files will be updated. Has been updated already. Let me highlight that one. So these are the files. 5th of December 8:13. It's been executed. It's been updated something. Some changes have been made, okay. Okay, so open the file which is related to your database server. We have installed MySQL, so I'm going to open this. Open with Notepad++. Okay, we are going to use this database, but we are not going to make any changes on the identity. It's related to application. Just go to application here. Okay, so from here what you are going to do. These are the normal one, extended 1, 2, 3, 4. No need to worry about that. We are going to alter the table. That is pt underscore application. This is the table name here. We are going to add the GUI number, the character for sure 450, for this GUI number. Extended attribute. We are going to create index as well for that SPE underscore app underscore GUI number. Underscore CA, the same. We are going to do it for job type, city name app, custodian as well. Okay. So if you are new to database these things, you can execute the same file in the command prompt. Okay, already we have done it for IQ, identity extended attribute. Right? Just change the path to database so that you can log in into MySQL from there. Just use the same command. Source, space the file name. You can execute the same thing if you want. You can do it, or else just copy these commands. Okay, because you are going to create for extended attributes. Whole thing is enough. So from here to here you can copy, and you can execute in the MySQL Workbench. Directly how you want me to proceed with command prompt. Are this MySQL Workbench? MySQL Workbench. Okay, if you want to execute from MySQL Workbench, first you have to select the database name, which database you are going to make some changes. So in that scenario, first you have to use this command, use identity IQ. Identity IQ is the database name. Okay, so in this database I'm going to make some changes, so I'm going to execute this one, okay. So after that, let me remove this. From the Notepad file, go to Application column.